Shidim Shari. It is Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Wednesday, and another day of very little econ data. So I don't expect the market to do a whole lot of big move. Volume has been light all week for many things, and it's just it is the way it is until tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day that's gonna be moving the market, and of course, then you have Option Friday coming up. So I expect Thursday and Friday will be the bulk of the big move. So be ready. But let's take a look at some consumer staple stock today. Okay, that's the. But first, what you have in front of you is sugar. There are many different benchmark and indices for sugar, but this gives you a good idea on why Hershey has a problem at the end of, well, for most of last year. 2020, 2023 was a very difficult year for Hershey. And if you look at the chart, this is 2023 here. You see, when I'm not sure if I would say, well, no doubt, sugar is a big part of Hershey and MDLZ ingredient, right? For what they do. Doesn't matter if it's candies, any kind of candies or cookies for both companies. Well, guess what? When one of your main ingredient, top three, right? Can you think of the top three? Sugar, cocoa, dairy. Yeah, top three. That makes sense. Well, like I said, when 1/3 of your ingredient is like this, we're talking about something that increased 50%. Yeah, 50%. Certainly, it cannot reflect well on your margin, right? So that's sugar. Let me show you what cocoa look like. Once again, there are many looking cocoa chart. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so this is the 3-year chart. See, cocoa was a very stable product for a long time, and then it went crazy. Sure, a big component of that is weather impacting crops and blah blah blah, right? But a big part of it also is with any commodities. Okay, it's with any commodities. Whenever there is a hint of a shortage, there is um, a greed component to come in, because there are always FOMO, right? Because buyers are always guilty of hoarding when they hear of potential shortage. Okay, and instead of like just buy what you normally would buy, when you see reports and weather report and crop report, and they're predicting a year out that crop is going to be low or blah 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 blah, then you ramp up your buying, your hoarding. It's human nature. Okay, people. I live in Florida. I see this at the human level. Hurricanes coming. Everyone go out there and hoard gas, water, food, as if it's the end of humanity. This is, the zombies are coming. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you live down here for 1 year, you will see it, and then you get used to it. But it's still something that you can never understand human behavior, and this translates into corporate behavior too. So, yes, is there a crop shortage? Yes, but the hoarding, the willing to pay at any price. Remember, I have said this on my channel many times. Sellers will raise price on you as long as you are willing willing to pay higher. It's no longer an issue of supplies, okay? It's an issue of demand because you are too ignorant to understand that you're overpaying and you don't really need to. See, this is what happened, okay? So yeah, this crazy shot of obscene valuation. Cocoa went up 6 times. 6 times. 6 times. The only the only thing that went up like this over the past 6 months is Nvidia. And of course, as with anything, oh look, it crashed. But then of course, it came back and now it crashed. So here's the good news. The good news is cocoa is on the lower end right now. Okay, so see that? Yeah, even commodity does move with TA. Look, it bounced off the 100. Once again, it bounced off the 100. So, and if you do a fib retracement, let's see. For the purpose of our education, let's do the fib. 619, 13, 69, bang, bang. Well. What do you think? Is it random? I say no. Okay, the 61.8 fib line up perfectly with the 100 where it bounced. Okay, so yeah, same thing with this fib here, the 50 fib. It overshoot and then it get to the fib and it bounced. Don't you love tech TA? I do. Okay, so I was looking at Hershey. I thought about talking about Hershey last week and then I forgot. Okay, I forgot. Because it came down to the zone to buy. Okay, that was a no-brainer. Okay, so I'm gonna set an alert so that any dip again, I don't miss it. I was watching it and then completely lost track of it last week, and then I missed it. I meant to talk about it. I think on my mind, I was like, yeah, let's talk about Hershey because I think it's a good buy. And then boom, I forgot for like 2 days, and then boom, I missed the move. Okay, so right there. Okay, so I have an order in. After I missed it, I said, okay, let's not make the same mistake. So I have an order in at 181, just in case. But at least the commodity pressure is alleviating for Hershey. Okay, so I'm more inclined to buy compared to this right here. This is insane. If anyone was holding Hershey and you're buying here and you're buying into here, obviously you was not paying attention to cocoa and sugar price. Okay, so be mindful. MDLZ, same thing. Okay, it was a buy. Now I remember talking about MDLZ, right, and said that it was a buy down here, right? Absolutely. Now the answer is no. If you have it, if you bought down here, congratulations. Look to trim for sure. If you haven't trimmed yet, up here 70, get out. Okay, or trim some, and of course 72 too. Okay, you don't have to sell everything, but trim 70, trim above there, right? Also, my advice is pay attention to sugar and cocoa. If you see cocoa spiking up again and MDLZ is not dumping, get out before it dump on you, okay? Because the commodity pressure will have an impact on their margin, okay? It is that simple. Pepsi, I still have it. I'm looking to exit right here. Okay, up there, lining up with the 100 MA and the channel high. Yeah. So if you bought Pepsi, I bought Pepsi 164. My average is around 164 because of course I bought down here. Okay, on this big dump right here, I bought at like 165 ish, I believe. And of course I bought more at 163, 161, 61. No, 161 never went off. I have ordered at 151, 61, but I just know that my average is like somewhere in the low 164, and that's fine. You know, would I sell at 171? The answer is absolutely. Coke surprised me for sure because I had Coke. I bought Coke right down here, and I trimmed Coke at 61, rev high, right? Hey, it been here multiple times, and then it did this, and then they went back and checked. So could this be the new? Let's draw in. Let's draw in. Okay, let's do what we do. Let's do what we do. Come on, let me. It is a new um, support. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, bang, 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 boom, retrace support. Okay, so could this be a new drink for Coke? I don't know. We watch it. Okay, so what that means is if you want to buy Coke to 100 MA, okay, for me that's a sweet spot. Because first of all, you get the 100 MA, and then you have the zone of prior resistance turn into support. So that's the spot that you know want to sell a 61 put with the idea that you're willing to own 100 share. That would be a spot. As far as Coke, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Coke um, perform like this compared to Pepsi, right? Because they tend to move together. But going back 3 years, Coke is doing good, real good. Okay, real good. Wow. I mean, on a grand scheme of things, it's not like smashing. You're talking, a 20% move from the bottom in October. But hey, that's not a bad thing, right? For a boring company, there's a lot of stocks out there that perform a lot worse since last October, right? But yeah, if you now if you long Coke, you see that 65, that zone from 64, mid 64 to 66. Yeah, trim. Okay, so if you still long any Coke, set your order up there. Okay, I have an order. I have a trigger up here that been there forever. Um, I think I'm pretty sure I set an alert a while ago. Not sure why, but not a bad spot to get an alert if you want to go short or exit. And that's it for today. Not much to do, but buy some stuff on deep sales and wait for the big bang tomorrow.